Another thing, people confuse us holding these fighters accountable as crucifying them. No, man. If any, if somebody is if somebody gets accused of a really bad crime, let's just call it sexual assault. I'm not going to get into specifics. You're not just going to automatically say, well, here's my kids, go babysit them and shit. No, hey, I'm not crucifying you, but I'm going to be cautious because there's evidence that pointing to you doing this. This is boxing. This isn't tennis. This isn't golf. This is the pain business. Inflict pain on your opponent. So I don't give a damn if Alycia Baumgardner is Miss America, Miss Universe, if she's the prettiest woman. I don't care, because not for 1 second, everybody's talking about how bad they feel about Alycia. What about her opponent? What about Christina? I can't even say her last name. Leonardo.
And look, Jay, look, speaking of her opponent, think about it. That's the only woman who gave Alycia a loss on her record. So think what type of temptations Alycia had in her mind going into this fight. Man, I got to do a little extra. Maybe can I go this route? Hey, think about that though, Jay.
You're right, bro. And why does nobody stop and think about them as the victim? If we're going to talk about victims, like she's sitting here tweeting Alycia, and Alicia's still responding that she's just that much better than her. But why don't we ever think about that fighter who sacrificed the time, who may not have the big checks and the big money, but they sacrificed their time for training camp to, why don't we think about those guys as the victims? And that young lady who, according to the science, she was in the ring against somebody with 2 banned substances. I don't give a shit how it got there. I don't give a shit if Alycia is accidentally Alicia's an athlete. Alycia runs her own health, nutrition stuff. I get all that. She's requesting it all, but at the end of the day, she popped. And most people who pop aren't honest. So I can't have to listen to her say, well, I didn't do it. Okay, Alycia, well, let's just keep the process. But as of right now, you have to be angry. You have to be angry at her because she's another fighter that went into the ring with some dirty shit in her blood, bro. And that waters down our sport. It makes our sport dangerous. There's already so many deaths every year. I want boxing to last forever. And there's not one fighter, I don't care how hot she is, there's not one fighter that's bigger than that. And those are my thoughts on it.
Hey, I ain't got to wait on the process, JJ.
Yeah.
She guilty. JJ, she guilty. When you got a substance in you that's even not on the market, you got to get it off the black market, you're guilty. She did her due diligence and searched and seek and found somebody who had that stuff, and they promised her that it was going to be undetectable, that it wasn't going to be in her system. And not only did she fail boxing, but they failed her and boxing miserably for her even to have the thought, the think, and even the just to go do that dumbass shit. Like, this is unexplainable. Absolutely. And for her to sit up here taking these pictures with these glasses, we don't give a fuck about them pictures you taking with them glasses on. You got your hair twisted all back, or you're dancing down to the ring. We don't give a fuck about none of that, Alycia Baumgardner. What we need you to do is shut the fuck up. What we need you to do, why the fuck when that test popped dirty, Alycia, why the fuck you didn't come out and make a video the same day to let us look in your eyes? Because they say, we want to look a person in their eyes when they get caught doing something and look at their body language and see how they react and see what their statement is going to be. She did none of that. She want to show us she on the yachts and all this other stuff. Shit we don't even give a fuck about, because you're on the yachts because you was putting some of that weird stuff in your system and you've been winning. If you're Mikael Mayer, how you feeling?